Hello students. So last class I taught you all capital gain theory part. So this video I'll be telling you all regarding capital gain problem. So let us start the problem without wasting any time. So capital gain, as I told you all, it is nothing but profit which we earn by selling the assets, that is capital assets. So whatever profit we earn, we have to calculate short term capital gain or long term capital gain, whatever it is we have to calculate. So on the screen you almost we see you all can see a problem which I am going to read and then I am going to solve. Okay, from the particular furnished by Mr. F, compute his capital gain for the assessment year 2012-13. So first point is he owns a house which was purchased in the year to 1975 for rupees 1,50,000. Okay, so he has purchased a house in the year 1975 and the cost is 1,50,000, but its fair market value as on 1/4/1991 was rupees 1,60,000. So first point I'll explain it. He owns a house which was purchased in the year 1975. So year of purchase is 1975, cost of purchase or cost of acquisition is 1,50,000, but market fair value is 1/4/1981 was 1,60,000. So always when we calculate index cost of acquisition, we compare two values. One is market value and one is the sale proceed. So whichever is highest we take. So this regarding market value I'll tell you all afterwards. First step of the problem is nothing but we have to enter sale proceed. Sale proceeds. So sale proceeds of this problem is 15 lakhs 15,000 rupees. Okay, this is the first step. Then after this, less index cost of acquisition. Index cost of acquisition. So what is this index cost of acquisition? It is nothing but cost of purchase. So this cost of purchase, we have to do a calculation. So first you'll have to take two values. So in the problem I read, one is fair market value and one is cost of purchase. So cost of a purchase, fair market value or cost of purchase, whichever is highest has to be taken. So in this problem, fair market value is highest, that is 1,60,000. Okay, into we have to take the index cost of that year, index cost of the previous year. So index cost of previous year, assessment year is 2012 and 13. So 11 and 12 will be a previous year. So previous year's index cost will be given. See here in the problem it is given. He incurred selling price of 11,000 and he sold his house property at rupees 15,500. The cost of inflation index for the financial year of 81, 82 is given, 91, 92 is given, 2011 and 12 is given. So here market value or purchase price, whichever is highest we have to take. So market value or purchase price whichever is higher, I have taken 1,60,000, that is market value. Now index value for the year fair market value is 785. So 785 is of the previous year. So previous divided by year of acquisition. Year of acquisition was 1975. But here we have not taken year price of acquisition. We have taken what? We have taken the fair market value. So for fair market value date is what? 1981. So 1981, what was the index? It is 100. So divided by 100. So first step is always we have to write the sale proceeds. Then second step is less index cost of acquisition. Index cost of acquisition is nothing but we have to take the cost of purchase. But not only cost of purchase, but before taking cost of purchase we have to compare two values. One is market value, one is cost of purchase value. Sometimes market value is not given, at that time direct purchase price has to be taken, but in this problem both are given. So purchase price is 1,50,000 and fair market value is 1,60,000. So whichever is highest I have taken. So 1,60,000 is market value into previous year's index. Previous year's index is, previous year is 2011-12. So this index is always given in the question. So 785 divided by 100. 100 is nothing but the date of purchase. So date of purchase is 1981. 1975 actually the date of purchases, but we have taken market value. So the market value date is what? 1981. So I have taken 1981 index 100. So is equal to, my answer after calculation will come 12,56,000. Okay, this is my second step. Then comes third step, less index cost of improvement. So there is a format. As per format, as we have to go, first is sale proceed, then is a less index cost of acquisition, and then less index cost of improvement. This is the next step. So now index cost of improvement. So in the problem they have given B question. So B, I'll tell you, he spent rupees 19,900 during 91-92 for his improvement. So improvement value is also given, improvement date is also given. So by that we will take now index cost of improvement is nothing but, what is the cost? 19,900 into same previous year's index we have to take 785 divided by which index we have to take now? 1991. So we on the, in the year 1992 we have done the improvement. So which year you have done the improvement, that year's index only has to be divided. This will be common for all previous year, and divided by 1991 index is how much now? 199. So 199. Now our answer after doing all this calculation will be 78,500. Okay. So sale proceeds, less index cost of acquisition, less index cost of improvement. So once again I will tell you all, index cost of acquisition we have to compare two values. One is market value, one is purchase value. If both is given, then market value and purchase value, whichever is highest we have to take. So in this problem market value was purchase value was 1,50,000, market value was 1,60,000. So I compared both, whichever is highest I took, into previous year's index divided by market value years index. Okay, after that calculation I got 12,56,000. Then third step is less index cost of improvement. So less index cost of improvement is how much? So we had done a improvement for the property. Improvement means repair, some alteration, okay, some renovation, some extra construction if we have done to the property, it is known as index cost of improvement. So we had done improvement in the year 1991, 1991. So the cost was 19,900 into 785 divided by 199. So I got 78,500. So both this amount after adding, it will come to 13,34,500, which has to be deducted from the sale proceeds. So after deducting from the sale proceed, it comes to 18,05,000. Then in this problem, selling price is given. So always selling price, remember, either you can deduct after sale proceed or you can deduct at the end. So selling price is, so third point is he incurred selling price of rupees 11,000. So less selling expenses. Okay, so expenses is 11,000. So after deducting 11,000 we got 1,69,500. This is my final answer, capital gain. So this was a long term capital gain. Why? Because property was purchased in the year 1975 and we are finalizing in the year 2012-13. So it is a long period. So it is a capital gain, long term capital gain. So I hope you all have understood this problem. Okay. So this was a small problem from RCU question paper 2013 for 5 marks. Okay. So this is a format. First we have to take always sale proceed, less index cost of acquisition, less index cost of improvement. If expenses is there, less selling expenses, and end whatever balance is remaining, that is capital gain. Okay. So next one more problem I will be doing. So This is the next problem. It is also from RCU question paper 2019. So from the following information, compute the capital gain of Shri Nandakumar for the assessment year 2021. So particulars are given. House 1 and house 2 is given. You all can see on the screen. So particulars: date of purchase, cost of acquisition, cost of improvement, fair market value, cost of further improvement, sale proceeds of property. So all is given in this. So two houses are there, house 1 and house 2. So with this information we have to calculate the problem now. Okay, see, once again I will show on the screen. From the following information, compute capital gain of Shri Nandakumar for the assessment year 2020. So particulars are given: date of purchase, acquisition, cost of improvement, then in the year 2000, fair market value in the year 2001, cost of further improvement is year 2014-15, sale proceeds of the properties year 2019-20, and in house 1 column amount and dates are given, house 2 column also amount and dates are given. So with this we have to compute capital gain. Okay, so capital gain I'll be calculating now on the next page. So this is the question paper 2019 RCU question paper. So first, as per format, we have to draw computation. We have to write the title. Computation of capital gain for the assessment year. It is 2020, 2020, 21. So just two columns of amount and particular columns you will have to do. So here we'll start. So first, as I told you, always capital gain starts from sale proceeds. Sale proceeds. So here two houses are there. We have to calculate differently. First house, sale proceed we will take now. So sale proceeds of the first house is how much? It is 6,53,600. 6,53,600. Now less index cost of acquisition, purchase, whatever it is acquisition, index cost of acquisition. So now again we have to compare fair market value or purchase cost, whichever is highest. Okay, so your fair market value is 1,75,000, but cost of purchase or cost of acquisition is 1,90,000. So I'll be taking 1,90,000. So in this problem, purchase cost is more into previous year's index is 289 divided by index of the fair market 2001, it is 100. Okay, always remember, when fair market value is given in the problem, the index will be always in the year of fair market value. So for fair market value is 2001, so always take the index of 2001. Okay, even if purchase date is given, even if it is purchase date is given, don't take the index of the purchase date, take index of the fair market value. This will be previous and this is fair market value. In case it is not given, then we have to take the purchase. Okay, so here our amount comes to 5,49,100. Okay, now after this even improvement is given, so next step is less index cost of improvement. Now improvement date is given, it is 2014-15 and amount is 48,000. So improvement date 48,000, amount is given into previous year's index is 289 divided by improvement was done in the year 2014-15. So the index is for 2014 240. Okay, this index is always given in the question, so don't worry. So this, after calculating, it comes around 57,800. So just total after adding we get 60,000 6 lakhs 6,900 is the answer. Okay, so less index cost of acquisition came 54,000, 5,49,100, and index cost of improvement is 57,800. So when we add both, we got 6,06,900. So this has to be deducted from the sale proceed. From sale proceed we have to deduct. So after deducting we got 46,700. Now this is capital gain before deduction, any other deduction. Now in this problem selling price is not given. Previous problem we selling price was given, so we deducted selling price. So in this now selling price is not given, but we have to do deductions under section 54 are given in this problem. Under section 54 deductions are given. So under section 54 what all deduction has to be done, in the notes I will send you all, so you will write it down. So under section 54 in this problem, cost of new property, then some other expenses are included. The list I will send you in the send in the notes. So under section 54 in this problem, no selling expenses is given, no other deduction under section 54 is given. Just put a dash and write the final answer, 47,700. So what is this 47,900? It is capital gain, long term capital gain. So I hope you all have understood. So always remember there is a set procedure for this. So same process you all do for second house. Okay, so I will just show you all sale proceeds, continue there only for second house. Okay, you'll do it for homework. Answer for this is, you will get answer of this is 71,300. So same, calculate less index cost of acquisition and index cost of improvement. So improvement date, also the problem question I will send you in the PDF format. So solve both the question in your notebooks. I hope you all have understood this. Thank you.